Sometimes the places that make the best food are not the ones with big signs or commercials, but the small restaurants where every plate comes from hard work and family tradition. These spots often get overlooked, even though they make a real difference in their communities. They are the kinds of places where the food tastes like someone actually cared about making it rather than something created in a corporate test kitchen. My topic focuses on why supporting family-owned restaurants matters more than most people realize. Many of us eat at chain restaurants because they are familiar, but small restaurants offer something different. They represent culture, real community connections, and the dedication of the people who run them. When we understand their impact, we start to see where we choose to eat can actually shape our neighborhoods. You can trust what I'm saying because I grew up inside of a family-owned restaurant. My parents started their place from nothing, and I've seen how much work it takes to keep it running. I watched them wake up early, stay open late, and handle every challenge while still serving customers with a smile. I've seen the sacrifices, the stress, and the pride behind every meal. My experience gives me a close look at what these restaurants mean to families and neighborhoods. My thesis is that people should support family-owned restaurants because they protect culture, strengthen local communities, and honor the hard work put in by the owners. First, I'll explain how small restaurants preserve culture traditions and create unique experiences. Then I will show how choosing restaurants helps the local economy. Last, I will talk about the dedication of the owners and why recognizing their work matters. Now that I have introduced my topic, let me move into the first main idea: culture and tradition. Family owned restaurants preserve culture in ways that chain restaurants just don't. According to the Institute of Local Self Reliance in its 2021 report called The Local Multiplier Effect, every $100 spent at a local independent business creates about $45 of extra local spending. Chain restaurants only create about $14. This information shows that local restaurants do more than serve food. They help keep cultural traditions alive because they are built on family, recipes, personal stories, and real community identity instead of corporate menus. The numbers prove that these places carry more weight in a neighborhood. If you think about your own neighborhood, there's probably a local spot that feels like home. Maybe the owner knows your order, or the walls are decorated with items from their culture. Maybe the food tastes like a story being passed down. That kind of experience stays with people and reminds them that food is more than a business. This everyday example reinforces the idea that family-owned restaurants carry a deeper meaning. Now that I've covered the cultural impact of family-owned restaurants, the next point will focus on how supporting them will also boost the local economy. Local impact. Supporting local restaurants keep money circulating within the community. According to a 2023 article from the Cumberland Business, local restaurants generate almost 4 times more economic benefits for the communities than chain restaurants because that money stays local. This includes job creation, local suppliers, and neighborhood improvements. These facts show that eating at a family-owned restaurant can make a real economic difference and help a community stay strong. Imagine two places side by side, a big chain and a small family restaurant. When people choose the local restaurant, the owners can afford to hire neighborhood workers, buy ingredients from nearby sellers, and give back to the community in ways that corporate chains simply do not. This simple example helps show why choosing small restaurants benefits everyone around them. This idea strengthens my thesis because it explains how supporting family-owned restaurants helps the whole community, not just the business owners. We have looked at culture and economics, so now I want to move on to the more human side of the topic with my final main idea. Choosing family-owned restaurants honors the hard work and dedication of the owners. According to the Auguste Escoffier School of Culinary Arts, which published national industry data in 2023, the restaurant industry employs 1 in 10 Americans and generates about $684 billion each year. This shows how important restaurant workers and owners are to the country. Small restaurant owners make up a huge part of this group, and many of them work long hours with very little rest. This information highlights how much effort goes into running these places. From my own experience, I see how hard my work every day. They still greet customers with kindness, make sure the food tastes right, and treat everyone like family. When people choose to eat there, it supports not just the restaurant, but the people behind it. This real example shows why these owners deserve recognition. This main idea supports my thesis by showing the human side of a small restaurants and why choosing them matters on a personal level. Now that I've gone through all three of my main ideas, I will wrap everything up in the conclusion. Why your choice matters. My thesis is that people should support family-owned restaurants because they preserve culture, strengthen communities, and honor the hard work of the owners. I explain how these restaurants protect culture traditions, how they help local economies grow, and how they depend on hard-working families who put everything into their business. What I want you to do next is simple. Think about the restaurants you choose and consider supporting more family-owned places. You can try a new local spot, tell a friend about a family restaurant you like, or choose a small business instead of a chain when you eat out. To close, remember that every small restaurant has a story behind it. When we support them, we help keep their stories alive. Your choice can make a real difference in the lives of families and in the future in the community. Thank you for listening. And these are my image sources. They're all from my family restaurant. Thank you.